Right, okay, and welcome to the next Cheap Fools podcast.
Karen.
I'm not. I was going to say. I wasn't even going to say
I
it.
saw the look on his face, so I thought, right, Karen, I've got to say it. It's no good.
God. Right, okay, this week we have me, Rob, and we have Raven.
Hello.
And we have Graham.
Hello.
And we have Adam.
Hello.
And we're here to talk about geeky stuff.
Stuff and things.
Geeky stuff!
Yes.
Right, okay. Quickly, what came in this week? Action Comics 968, all new X-Men Annual number 1, Wonder Woman number 11, X-Men 92 number 9.
Oh, fantastic. It's getting close to the end.
Yeah, that's something, isn't it? When you're looking forward to a comic finishing.
Yeah.
I'll never have
That's
to buy
just
this
it.
again.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but yet you're still buying it.
I'm not.
No, well, no. I was talking about him, but looking at you.
I started, so I'll finish.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, God. Batman Beyond number 2, Civil War 2 number 7,
Yep.
Death of X number 4, Detective Comics 945, Harley Quinn number 5, Hellblazer number 4, and Han Solo number 5.
Okay.
So, going back to some of those. Wonder Woman 11.
Yes.
Raven, you haven't read it yet, have you?
No, last three.
The last 3?
No.
Why? How come you're not reading stuff?
Because he's still reading Watchmen.
Still?
I
Yeah.
finished it this weekend.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
All week he's been going, I've read so much Watchmen today. Have you finished? No, I only
No.
read one issue.
No, yeah.
It's so
It's
much. It's the big issues. And then we have to read the newspapers.
Gosh, you could go to India and back by the time you finish.
Dr. Manhattan's watching on it though.
Yeah.
You know. Oh,
Yeah.
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 The the ending is a lot different to the movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's not so much the ending is different; it's just the application of
yeah.
Yeah,
How
it's the
he
same
gets-
meaning. It's
how he
just done
gets
differently.
the result. Yeah.
I like how like Aussie Man. Well, spoilers because we kind of said it last time. So you can cut this out, whatever. I like it as you can agree with what Aussie Man just did to like stop the war in Vietnam or.
Yeah,
The
well,
Cold War.
it's world peace, isn't it? Basically,
Yeah.
it's to make world
And
peace.
I like the alien bit. Like.
Yeah,
like-
I think that's a much better way of doing it than the way it was done in the movie.
So, did you like the ending?
Yeah, I did like the ending. I liked it when you go into the last issue and it's like tons of like panels of the Seat Destroyer with no words.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Because it was quick to read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of my favourite bits of it though is yeah, it's like thank you for the
It's just
5 issues.
Yay.
But
There's only 20 words on this page.
yes, I went days.
Oh, Christ, I've got a whole newspaper article to read next.
But I liked it how no one saw Rorschach die.
Yeah.
And then he says, "Oh, he might not even make it back." Yeah, you don't know these things.
Yeah. You might.
Yeah,
Right,
like,
so how long are you going to leave it before you read it again?
I'll never read the full thing
I knew he was going to say that.
No,
I
the
knew
thing
he was
is,
going to say
when
that.
he finished it, I said to Raven that he's done something I've never done. I've never read the whole thing from start to finish in one go,
Really?
including all the newspaper
Yeah, I
strips.
did that
and
as well.
I've never done it.
I will again, like Raven, I never will again.
Yeah.
I probably won't read the Black Pearl stuff again.
Oh, I'll read that again, but
That
I
was
wouldn't read
alright.
newspaper stuff.
The newspapers.
Mate, you just
I
watched the
hate-
movie, wouldn't you?
And?
Yeah. It's probably well worth us looking at doing one of the before Watchmen as the read of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be up
Well,
for that.
because-
Even though Raven flicked through one today and went, oh, look at all the words.
It's a bit wordy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I would have thought, as it was new, it would be like different, like it'd be normal comics. But
No, because what they've done with that is they've taken the inspiration from
Yeah.
Watchmen,
The
original, yeah. I
and
see why they did.
so it does feel like Watchmen is a follow-on to that.
Mm.
So they've not done it so it's sort of modern comic book
Yeah.
layout and all that sort of stuff with
Yeah,
splash pages and
I haven't
everything
read
else.
any of the other stuff.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's good finishing it and then going back and looking through Rebirth number 1,
Mhm.
like how Rorschach died. Like,
Yeah,
I remember getting told that, and I thought, oh, I'll look for it.
Yeah.
And then it was like, holy this is exactly the same.
Well, yeah, the whole start of Rebirth is panel for panel
Yeah.
bits,
Yeah.
parts of the Watchmen.
Yeah, and like what Dr. Manhattan says to Adrian, it's at the end of Rebirth.
Yeah.
Like, it makes more sense now.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We
good.
need to get some more before Watchmen in.
Yeah.
And do that, because I want to buy myself, really.
Mm.
Okay, right. What else came out? Wonder Woman 11. Yeah, how did we get from Wonder Woman 11 to on to Watchmen?
Because you said you haven't read any. What have you
Oh yeah, and then
read?
I asked him why, and then he said he'd been reading Watchmen.
Right, Wonder Woman 11. It finishes off the story from Rebirth.
Okay.
So we've got to the end of the first arc. and it's got a
What, a
moment in
dinosaur?
it.
Oh, right.
But I can't tell you because Raven hasn't read it.
Is it Batman? It's pretty much
It's
always
got to be
Batman.
Batman, isn't it? Yeah, Batman's in everything.
Yeah,
It's up in everything.
it's always Batman.
Batman's in Wonder Woman, shock horror.
He was in Superman and made the...
Is she a Nazi? Is that what it is?
No, she's not a Nazi.
Oh, okay.
No.
She
But
works for
it-
Hades, doesn't she? Hell Hades.
Hail Hades.
It's just going to set up the next run, but it's a good one. It's
Okay.
one of those. Ooh, haven't seen that coming.
Okay.
Are they still doing alternate?
Yes,
They are.
And they're going to carry that on?
I assume so. I think so. Yeah. Everything they've solicited so far has said that they are alternating
Yeah.
creative forces.
Cool.
But
What
yeah,
story are
it's
you enjoying the most? The one now or the one...
Well, it's odd because I like the artwork for the one that's set now,
Yeah.
but I'm enjoying the story better for the one that's set in the past.
Okay.
So like the
Is that
year one.
year one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm enjoying that one more.
Yeah. If they would combine the two, I think it would have been
Awesome.
great.
Yeah.
But obviously they couldn't do it because it comes out every other week.
Yeah.
But no, it's good. What else? Graham, did you read any of the stuff that you bought today?
I did.
What did you read?
Death of X #4.
That's the last one.
It is. It's a good twist at the end of it, which I won't spoil. But it's a really strong storyline, that one.
Okay.
And it sets up IVX, which is the next story arc in Humans versus X-Men. Sets that up really nicely.
Which has already come out.
IVX hasn't, no,
Hasn't it?
not as far as I'm aware, it hasn't. If it has, I haven't received it.
Let's talk amongst yourselves. There might be something coming in next week. I'll have a look.
There's IVX #0 should be out first, which should be out in the next couple of weeks.
So, moving on. What else? Civil War 2, #7. Did you read that?
I did read that.
That's only got one more issue?
One, yeah. So we're just waiting on #8 now.
So has it ramped it up yet? Because I remember when we read the first issue, when Rebirth came out, and it was...
Yeah, no. It's just, like I say, I've said all along, it's cashing in on the Civil War from the film. It's nowhere near as good as the first Civil War, as a lot of sequels never really are. I mean, there are a few exceptions, but yeah, this one isn't. If they'd have thought about doing a sequel when they brought out the first Civil War, they could maybe have left some things out of Civil War to then make this one a bit more exciting.
All right.
But
So
it's another one of those that's plodding along, and they're trying to they're trying to do sort of a few shock things by,
they're doing stuff for the sake of doing it.
yeah, like
Right.
characters being killed
So,
off or allegedly killed
is
off
it
or
gonna
seen
be-
to have been killed off, or that sort of stuff.
Is it
But
going to be one of these crossovers or mega stories that is forgettable? You can read it and it's big at the time, but give it another couple of years and it ain't going to matter.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll read it when we get them in trades.
Because I was thinking about this the other day, with the current X-Men storylines with Civil War, Deadpool, they're just sort of ticking along. They're not really doing a lot. And I was just thinking to myself, am I falling out of love with comics? Is that what it is? Am I
No,
just
it's
not?
just the titles that you're reading.
Am I not? Is that why I'm not enjoying them? But I must still be enjoying them because I come in every week. I'm enthusiastic with some of the
It's
titles.
because
I'm
you want to
picking
talk
up.
to us.
Yeah, there is that because I've got no friends.
No, you've got one friend
I've got one friend. That's it.
on Xbox.
I've got one Xbox friend.
Xbox friend!
But I'm picking up more comics than I ever have done.
Yeah.
So
So am I.
it can't be a case of I'm just picking them up for the sake of picking them
Yeah,
up.
well,
X-Men
X-Men
92.
92.
It's still under the counter.
Oh yeah, it'll be there
For a while.
For a while.
Yeah.
So it must be some of the writing is a bit quick. Let's rush this out. Let's get.
Yeah.
DC have brought out this, so let's rush this out quickly. We'll have to delay this a little bit because if we bring that out now, because we've already brought the story forward, it's going to disrupt these storylines. It just feels like it's a bit disorganised.
It's quantity as opposed to quality.
Yes.
Fair enough. What else came out? Detective Comics 945. That's ticking over nicely. I'm still really liking Detective Comics. That's the complete opposite to what you've just said. You've got characters that they're not doing anything with, and they're just, sticking to the normal generic formula, and they're just churning it out. Detective Comics, they're completely changing it around and introducing brand new things to the, the history or not the origin, but the overall. How do I word it? It's not like you haven't just got like the Batcave anymore. They're introducing the Belfry.
Yeah.
And there's like underground bullet trains that they use, and it's stuff that they can use in loads of other stories.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. I like
So
it.
it's world building as opposed to
Yes,
anything else.
exactly.
See, that's the thing that annoys me with, and I mean, I think we're all in agreement. The way that Marvel have been churning out X-Men comics is like, there are a lot of political reasons why.
Yep.
But there's a heck of a lot of characters in the Marvel universe that they're not using.
No.
All right, they've done Secret Wars, they've done all the changes and what have you, and you've got all the old favourites that are still there. But there are a lot of characters that haven't been seen for a couple of years, and it's sort of, where is this character? What are they doing? What where's this team? When you look at a lot of the old comics from sort of the late 90s, where are the members of Excalibur? What are they doing now?
Where's Death's Head 2? I want Death's Head 2 back.
Where's X-Force?
Yeah,
all those. Yeah, exactly. Where are all those characters? What are they doing? They just seem to have neglected a heck of a lot of characters. And
I liked Excalibur. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I used to read that all the time. Not anymore.
No. Well, they've got to make room, haven't they, for all this other X-Men 92s that they're pulling out.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, quality titles.
Fantastic comics.
Right, Han Solo number 5 came out this week.
You reading it?
That was the last part because it was only a limited run.
That was the one that I started reading. Where
Yes, you read issue 1. It's really good.
Yeah, I thought it would be.
It kept the quality pretty high all the way through the entire run. But yeah, that's going to end up being a read of the week when the trays come in.
Yeah,
That's really good.
Yeah,
it's going to be worth reading that.
nice.
Will that tie in somewhere to the film? Do we think?
It is set the same as most of the Star Wars comics at the moment. They're all set between A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back. That's pretty much what came out this week. Harley Quinn 5 came out. I don't know if I said this, but I decided I'm not reading Harley Quinn anymore.
Okay.
Just can't be bothered.
Fair enough.
There's too many words in it.
There are words in it.
It's too much like Deadpool. It is.
DC
It's
have
almost
cashed in on
a
Deadpool.
complete, rip-off, to be honest with you.
It's a comedy title. Or tries to be.
I don't mind comedy titles when they're done right. Like Hitman. Hitman was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
But it was really warped sense of humour, which appeals to me.
Well, I said that this Deadpool run at the moment, the last couple of years, have been terrible.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether they've changed the writing team on Deadpool, but it has been.
Don't you know
has
who
been
writes
pretty
it?
bad. No, I don't. I'll pick it up.
As long as it's not Penn Jillette.
As long as it's not Penn Jillette, I don't care. No, I do care. But
Jesus.
Deadpool is designed for people that just want to pick up one. If it's not really meant for like people just to get tons and tons of
every week or whatever. Yeah.
I think it's like, okay, we need people to just come in so we can just like
and say like, oh, I know that character, I'll buy that one.
Yeah.
Well, it is. I've only ever read I've read one trade. That one we read for the read of the week.
Which I could get through.
It started off. I was enjoying it, but like
you
said, by the time you get towards the end, it's just like, oh, shut up.
And that is one of the strongest stories in this current run.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, if they did a Deadpool Max type, I might read it.
I don't. It wouldn't change the way he is though. That's
but I liked the film though.
See, it used to be pretty violent with humour. Now it's humour with a bit of violence.
Yeah.
And it's gone completely the wrong way. It's not. But I think if it went as a Max title,
but Max has gone.
Then
though,
that
isn't
would
it? Was there not talk of them bringing an adult line back?
Don't know. They might.
I just want Punisher back.
Well, the Punisher at the moment, it's pretty violent.
I know, yeah.
The only thing that isn't there is the swearing.
Yeah.
But the gore is there.
I think it's because they stopped doing. Was it CCA?
Oh yeah, the Comics Code.
Yeah, because they went through a thing where it was like, right, okay, well, what should we do? So they brought out the Max titles.
Yeah.
So it was something separate.
That's why they did that.
And now it's sort of, because a lot of the comics now, they've got like teen, they've got Universal, whatever it is, and then they've got adult.
Yeah. So which they never use.
So I think it's...
Yeah, why can't we have mature Star Wars titles?
Because Star Wars is for children.
Yeah.
Did you read that Halloween special?
Yes, I did.
Of the Punisher.
Yes.
It was quite good, wasn't it?
It was alright, yeah.
I liked it. I really liked it.
It was like going back to the old Punisher
really
Max
was.
without the...
Yeah, it even
gore.
Looked like it.
Did you go trick-or-treating?
He had a little bit of treating, yes.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't really think there was anything Halloween in it, apart from there was a Halloween party.
It was set at Halloween. That was pretty much it.
Is that it? Just a
yeah.
costume for Halloween.
And the cover had a pumpkin on it.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
It did.
It was a scarecrow, wasn't
With
it?
a pumpkin
With
for
a
the
pumpkin
head.
for the head.
Hence, there was a pumpkin on the cover.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah, I know. All right, let's move on.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Right, couple of things that happened this week. They've cancelled the Boba Fett movie.
Oh, I'm gutted.
Have they?
I really am. I know. I really am gutted.
But
There's going to be uproar.
It could have. It's such a great. It would just work in so many ways.
Yep.
You know, the Boba Fett movie. You could just be like,
if you was to
an
ask
action adventure.
the majority of fans, what standalone movie would you like? Pretty much a good 60% would go Boba Fett.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much you can do with it. You can set it between like Empire and Return.
Yeah.
You know, where he's taking Han Solo
Yeah.
off. And it's that whole. There was a comic. There was an actual story, wasn't it?
Where the other ones are trying to steal
Where they're trying
Han
to
Solo
steal it
from
back.
him.
Yeah, Heir of the Empire or something. I think it
Yeah.
was.
That
Yeah,
would be great.
all the other bounty hunters are trying to get him, and he's got to fight
But
them
it
off
doesn't
and
exist
stuff.
anymore then.
Oh, you and your twisted timelines.
I think Raven's pitch for that film was a good one.
Yeah, I loved that. It was fantastic.
What one was it?
That was the fact that it was the one that
manages-
was set after at the same time as the new movie.
Yeah. And
Oh, yeah.
he
He'd go and get him. He'd finally found him. And then just wait for him to talk to his son. I'll let him have a little bit of a moment with his son, and then I'll take him off to Jabba, who's probably dead.
And then
Definitely dead.
Yeah, Jabba is dead.
Yeah.
And then he gets caught in the explosion of the bomb.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
But yeah,
I'll get me coat.
it could have been a cop buddy movie with him and Dengar.
That'd be
You know.
awesome.
I know. He's pulled him out of the Sarlacc pit, and that's
That's where it should have started.
Yeah.
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 But apparently the director and Disney had a bit of a falling out, and the director was
Can't remember now.
Josh
Whedon.
something.
No.
No.
I can't.
Basically, it was the guy that directed the Fantastic Four.
Remember.
which one?
Well, I'm happy that he didn't
Which one was
get
that?
the job. Just get
The
another.
latest one.
Oh, that one.
But what I don't understand is why can't
just get another director.
Get another
Yes.
director.
Exactly. That's what I don't understand.
No.
Unless they the falling out occurred because they want to put him in something else.
Maybe. I don't know.
Who?
He doesn't-
Boba Fett.
Like if they wanted to use Boba Fett in like the new movies for example,
Episode 8.
and then they went, we can't have a solo movie because he's going to be in these ones, and he went, no, I want to do the solo movie. You can't do it.
Yeah,
because we
but
have
they're
to.
gonna have a hand. They're gonna have a Han Solo movie, and
Well, they
he
don't
was in.
have him anymore, do they?
Well, yeah. But spoilers.
Yeah.
He went on a
You can't tell
holiday.
everybody.
I'd spoiled that movie for my dad.
Did you?
He basically, I went round to see my dad after watching it, and was like, I would talk about it, but there's a really big spoiler. He's like, you can't spoil any of it for me. I'm like,
Challenge
and
accepted.
I was exactly that. I was like, are you sure? He was like, yeah. You could. Don't worry about it. You're not going to spoil about it. And I said, Han Solo dies. And that was it. It was like, ding, achievement unlocked. I've spoiled it for you. And he was like, yeah, that's quite a big spoiler.
What was the wording on that achievement?
Spoil, spoil
Yes.
dad for the day. Yeah, that's it. It's just so. I really, really don't understand why they don't just get another director, because
I don't
it
know.
would make.
But
It would make a great movie.
One
It
of the
really
other
would.
things that came out over that was whoever's in charge at Disney, I can't remember.
Mickey Mouse.
Kathleen Turner,
Yeah,
right? She's in charge of all of the.
good old Mickey. No, he's in the back room. He's just like he's the overseer.
It's Westworld up there.
No, it's not. Kathleen Turner oversees all of the Star Wars movies, and she said in an interview that they're going to be looking in January as to what to do next. So that what they're doing is they're going to wait for the first amount of like money to come in from Rogue One to see how popular it is, and then they're going to decide, right, where do we want to go. So expect in February or March a big announcement as to what's coming next.
Well, that's a sensible way of doing it.
Oh, of course it is,
Because
yeah.
if, and that's a massive if, Rogue One flops because of the amount of money that they've put into it and they
Yeah.
don't get the return, then it's not worth them carrying on doing those sorts of
Well,
legacy
apparently they've
films.
already made 180 million in pre-ticket sales.
There's
hasn't
no
even come out
way.
yet.
There's
That's
no
a
way
lot,
it's
isn't
going to
it?
be a flop.
Oh no, it won't.
I mean,
This will be the most successful Star Wars movie ever.
Yeah,
It will.
That wouldn't surprise me. That's why I said a massive if.
yeah.
But yeah,
I mean,
it's a sensible
It's
way
the
of doing
first
it.
one that actually feels like an original Star Wars
Yeah.
story.
I'm-
Even though Force Awakens was an original story, it just felt very
Bloody
episode
wasn't.
1, right?
It wasn't.
It felt very episode 4, like
Yeah.
A New Hope.
And 5.
And well, yeah, but, you know, I
And
mean,
2.
yeah. But this one is the first one that's actually feels like it's a story that you don't really know.
Yeah, that's why I'm excited about it. I can see it becoming my second favourite Star Wars film straight away.
Yeah.
After A New Hope.
After
Phantom Menace.
I hate you. Both of you.
Jar Jar forever.
Get out of it.
Oh, have you seen my new tattoo?
Yeah. You know what? If you'd have done that just to annoy me, I'd have given you props for that. Getting a Jar Jar Binks tattoo just to annoy me.
That's the homework for this week. Get a Jar Jar tattoo.
Go for it.
Okay.
Go for it.
No, a tattoo of the Jar Jar Jar.
With Jar Jar in a jar, on a jar, it's a jar.
All right, let's stop this now because it's
Sponsored
starting
by
to
Jar
annoy me.
Jar.
How about if the tattoo read Adam loves Jar Jar?
Does Sharpie tattoos count?
No. Come on, let's talk about something else. Otherwise, I'm going home.
Okay, all right. The Rogue One tickets went on sale.
Yes.
Have you all bought tickets?
No, I'm doing exactly what I did last year. I'm going to see it in London for Christmas. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a panic attack and buy a ticket last minute.
And it cost you a fortune.
I know. I'm hoping that James has got a spare ticket. Which happened last time. Luckily, I went to see it with them because he had a spare ticket.
Right, we're going midnight.
On release day?
Yep.
Okay.
And what date is that?
The 14th,
Okay.
I think. It's a Thursday.
It's
a Wednesday night. Wednesday night, Thursday morning.
I get all anxious about Star Wars releases.
And I got to be at work at 6 a.m.
Hey! What day is
looking
it?
forward to that. It's a Wednesday. It's Wednesday going into Thursday.
Oh god, yeah, I've got a bit of work. Oh well, I'll just take the day off.
I'll wait till a weekend.
Oh, right.
It's sort of I'll take my son with me. We go and watch all the films together.
Yeah.
Right, what else we got?
Right, what else came out? The CW crossover.
Yeah.
Have you been watching the trailers?
No.
I've been posting them.
No.
Underpants on the outside, if no one's joined yet.
No.
It looks really cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, it looks really epic.
Yeah.
Have you watched... Look at it, Graham?
No.
Are you going to watch it?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you just telling
You
me
look like
that shut me up?
a child then, a naughty child.
Well, I am sat at the back of the class.
You are.
Put your hand up,
On my
goddammit.
Can I go to the
Stop
toilet?
throwing rubbish.
I haven't watched enough of the others to really watch that yet. I don't think.
It's going to be good.
I'm still watching season 2 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. at the moment.
Well, what will happen is this is on next week.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about it next week.
Okay. Well, I don't. You can spoil
don't
that.
do
I don't
that.
care.
I'm behind on a couple of them. So
Well, catch up then.
I'm trying to.
I set him all this homework,
I know.
and he doesn't do it.
I know.
Are you
But the
and
dog
the-
ate my
TV?
Yeah, at my box. And you're surprised still when he doesn't do it every week. And not only that, you're surprised when I don't do it.
No, I'm not surprised. Mate. I'm just disappointed.
Oh, here we go. He's not angry. He's just disappointed.
He's just disappointed.
He's just letting us all down.
letting
Yeah.
the side down.
You're just letting yourself down.
That's right. Ultimately,
You know what? I don't care.
that's why you'll fail.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why you're going to be held back a year.
Right. Another thing that they announced this week was an Accident Man movie. Have you ever read Accident Man?
Who?
Yeah, I think
No.
so.
Go on. What do you know about Accident Man?
Does he
I
have
don't.
accidents?
I just reckon. I just remember the name. I don't. What happens?
He has an accident.
He has an. Is he a crash test dummy?
No.
Is it
Right.
Jar Jar?
No, he's nothing to do with
here
Jar
we
Jar.
go.
Right, in the 90s, late 90s, a load of British comic creators tried to create an alternative bi-weekly comic to 2000 AD called Toxic.
Yes.
Oh, that rings a bell.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They had martial law in it.
Yeah.
That's how they sold it to the
Martial
masses.
law. I thought that was a 2000 AD
No,
strip.
no. Martial law started off with Epic.
Martial law. He was a cowboy. He was a sheriff. Was he? Is that not him?
Well, yeah,
I'm
sort
thinking
of,
something-
yeah. It's San Francisco PD in the future. He fights superheroes.
Oh yeah.
We'll have to get a couple of titles in because
Yeah.
they're quite cool. I bought it because it was like, wow, martial law, weekly. This is going to be awesome. So it was an anthology. There was lots of different characters in there. They were all a bit more risky than the stuff that you would see in 2000 AD.
Yeah.
They pushed the envelope a bit more mature, if you
Yeah.
like. And one of the characters in there was Accident Man, who is an assassin, but he specialises in killing people but making it look like an accident.
Oh, okay.
That sounds a bit more exciting than somebody just like having an
Just
accident.
Falling down the
Yeah.
stairs repeatedly.
being
Yeah.
a crash
Yeah.
test dummy, just being strapped
Yes,
into.
I've just recently had an accident.
It's like all it is just the starting sequence of every episode of
Some other
Casualty.
Yes.
All in comic strip form.
Yes.
So some mate working on the building site, he's cutting the floor around him, and then he falls through.
Yeah.
Boom, and then Action Man jumps in and goes,
Gotcha!
Points at him and goes, gotcha. Yeah.
It's Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
No, it's not that.
No.
So Accident Man, it was written by Pat Mills.
Yeah.
So it's very satirical.
Yeah.
It's very... it doesn't make excuses for itself. But they've announced the movie, and it'd be pretty cool.
But was that not pretty much the premise of The Mechanic, the new Mechanic movie?
Yes, but Accident Man is he's a twat, basically.
Okay.
He's, wears Armani suits, slick back hair. He tries to be James Bond, but he just comes over as a male chauvinist.
Okay.
But he's an enjoyable character.
Because James Bond isn't a male
No, that's what.
All right, yeah, they are pretty much the same character. Yeah,
Just one looks like Rick Mail.
Yeah.
That's all I can see now.
It's James Bond. That'd be awesome.
With slick back hair and his weird Armani suit on that's too short for him, so you can see his socks.
There's one panel in Accident Man that everyone that likes Accident Man refers to, which is as he's beating people up and he narrates it. Someone throws a punch at him, and you get the first one where it says "grab it," and you see him grabbing the punch. And then the next panel you see twist it, so you see him twisting it round.
Yeah.
And the last panel
Bop
is
it.
snap it,
All
so
right.
you're literally snapping his arm into. But I'm openly optimistic about that.
Cool.
It's a character that hardly anyone knows except for me. But that would be cool.
Yeah.
Like Officer Down. Have you heard of this one?
No.
Officer Down came out 3 years ago, I think, and it's a police officer called Officer Down.
All right. That must make things really complicated.
Yeah.
When he's like, Officer Down, it's like,
No, because here's where it's different, right?
All right.
Every time he dies, and he dies in some really horrible way, his consciousness is downloaded into the next version, and he just goes straight back out again.
So it's
And
like
he needs to die
Robot
again.
Robot Cop.
Yeah, but clones.
Oh, okay.
And he keeps getting
Clone-
blown up.
clone
Clone
cop.
cop. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. But they've been filming that for the last 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of those that keeps getting like,
Oh,
we need to do this, we need to do that. And they filmed it,
Yeah.
it's there, it's finished, and it comes out next month, I think. But yeah, once it's out, I'll get you all to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's going to be like that.
Yeah, I'll watch.
You bloody
I'll
will
watch
watch
anything.
Right, okay, go on then. Westworld.
We're all up to date on Westworld, right? This is going to be spoilers.
Right, you've been geeking out about this all day, and
Well,
I've
there's just-
refused to let you talk about it.
There's just one bit that I want to talk about.
Right, go on then. Hang
I'm
on.
too excited. I can't. I've got to
Calm down.
Go on, sorry.
Right, calm down.
Yeah, go on. I couldn't work out what the song was on the piano this week. I
Really?
couldn't. I recognised it. I really recognised it.
Is
but I
that the
couldn't-
thing that you were excited about?
No, you knob. No.
I got it straight away,
Did you? Oh, well done.
but I can't remember what it was.
No, I can't. I just couldn't place it.
What song was it?
I can't remember.
So it was
Oh,
like-
no, I know what it was. Hotel California?
No, there was two.
No.
There was Hotel California.
No,
Hotel California was in one of them.
Yeah, it was in one of them.
Definitely.
I don't think it was in that one
Um,
this week.
But anyway, this whole twin timeline thing, I'm pretty much fully on board now with the two timelines.
Right, I
There
don't
is-
think there is.
What are you going on about? Right, here
there
let me
is.
finish. Right, let me.
Go on. You say that, I'll tell you what I think.
Someone else mentioned this to me the other day, and the theory is that White Hat, which is the nice guy who's with
Billy.
Dolores,
Billy.
is actually the Man in Black,
Right.
in an alternate timeline.
Yep.
Not alternate.
No, sorry,
no.
in an alternate time period. So
Right.
in
Yes.
the past and in the future.
Yep.
The current time period of the show is the Man in Black, right? I think that's where the present is.
Okay.
Yep.
And we're seeing the past when we see Dolores and what's his name, Billy.
Yes.
Yep.
Now, when he very first comes into the park in episode 2, he's greeted by a girl.
That's right.
Yep.
She is the girl in the last episode
That's right.
that
Yep.
he meets.
Yes.
And the Man in Black says to her, "Oh, it's you.
Yep.
I thought
I thought they'd have retired you by
decommissioned
now."
you or something. Yeah.
Yep.
But he must like a pretty face.
Right.
So now I'm fully on board that is the same guy.
Right.
But,
so,
also the town
Yep.
that Billy and Dolores go to
Yeah. Is the training ground.
is and it's been uncovered again
No.
because that was part of the new narrative that's
No, but it
being
was
done.
covered when
It
they
was
were
covered,
there.
It was
Right,
covered over.
I'll jump in
I think
now.
there's 3 timelines.
There's 3 timelines. There's not 2.
Okay.
Yes, because you've got the
Definitely
timeline
3.
with Billy
Yeah.
and Dolores. They go to the town that's uncovered, that's the training ground.
But it's not
thing.
uncovered.
No, because
but it's not.
they run past the top of the church.
Yeah.
But it's not. There's also bits where it's been uncovered before, which are bits that Dolores is remembering.
Yeah, and she
Yeah.
sees everyone dance. She
There's-
saw everyone dancing.
That's right. And
Yeah,
then
but that's when they
everybody's
first opened
dead.
the park.
Yeah, but that's a third
Oh,
timeline.
no. Oh, yeah.
And then obviously there's the current timeline, which is it's all being uncovered again with the new narrative, which is
No, but
what they
that,
said before.
that bit where she saw them dancing around, that was just a memory. That doesn't necessarily mean there's another timeline to the story, another period to the story.
Yeah,
That
but
was
it
just
must have got covered up at some point.
Yeah, I understand that, but that is not one of the main story arcs that is
But
running.
we've seen loads of it.
Yeah, we have.
We've seen tons of the town.
Yes, but all I'm saying is, it's not part of one of the main characters' storylines at the moment. It's just a
No.
memory. She's remembering
Are
it.
you saying that Dolores isn't the main character? Are you being machinist?
No, I'm not saying that, but you know what I mean. You're just being obtuse. I still think it's only actually the present time where with the Man in Black and the past with Billy and Dolores.
And she's just remembering.
And she's
the
remembering,
previous.
yeah, it's just like Maeve when she's remembering herself in the past. That's all it is.
So it's not a flashback in a flashback.
No. Because that's
Maybe
not a
it's
flashback.
Inception.
Oh, here we go. He's been waiting to do this all day because I've been so excited about it. But there is also a theory that the Man in Black isn't actually Billy. It's his mate.
All right.
Yeah, what's his
Could
name?
be.
Logan.
Because he wears black.
Logan.
He is the president of the company.
So you reckon that Billy might die in the last episode?
But something my dad said when we were talking about it is that they've got different coloured eyes, him and Billy. Him and his mate. Not Billy, but Billy's
Yeah.
mate. Him and the Man in Black have got 2 different coloured eyes.
Oh God, I haven't even gone that far.
Well,
into
no.
it.
So, I mean, I don't know whether they would have gone that far into it, like as a production level.
But if that's the case, how did he recognise
Dolores. Oh no, the woman,
Yeah.
the greeter. I know, that's what I thought. So
He
I
could
still,
be- he could be wearing contact
I
lenses.
still think it's Billy.
Yeah.
I still think Billy is that guy.
Okay.
Because the other thing as well that he mentions is Ed Harris when he's tied up. He said about his wife,
Yeah.
Yeah.
about being married for 30 years,
Yeah, yeah.
And kids.
and having kids,
And they're just about to get married. Billy,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
I think what's going to happen is Billy isn't going to want to go back to his wife, his fiance. He wants
Yeah,
to
because
stay
that
with
would
Dolores.
exactly that would make sense, wouldn't it? It's,
Yeah.
He falls in love with her,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
doesn't want to go back to his real life.
No.
which is why he's an arse.
Yeah, which is why his marriage falls to pieces.
Yes. Yeah.
If that isn't the case, and they're not the same character, I'm going to be
But
really
also,
surprised.
something my dad said, which I find really quite intriguing as well, is the movie, it's about 2 friends who go to the park.
Yeah.
This is about 2 friends who go to the park.
Mm-hmm.
That could be the storyline of... It could be like a twisted alternate storyline of from the movie.
Or the stuff in the movie
Yeah.
happens in the flashback that Dolores is remembering.
Yeah. Yeah. So it could have
All the
something to
dead
do...
bodies.
Well,
Yeah.
no, it could be that Billy and his mate are the 2 people from the movie.
Maybe, yeah.
And that his mate's gonna die, like one of them does in the movie.
Yeah.
Everyone else is gonna die, but Billy's gonna survive, and that's what turns him a little bit, because Dolores gets murdered.
See, there is another theory
Oh yeah,
that I quite like.
yeah.
They're all hosts, except for Ford.
Okay.
And it's just one big weird narrative
What for him?
that, for him.
That he just enjoys.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's got a big theme park in Wales.
Yeah. Something that I did think as well when watching this one. So Bernard is now a host. We now know he's a host.
Is he though?
Yes.
No, right.
Well, that's pretty clear right, that he is a host.
Oh, but is he?
Yeah, but is it? He
No.
could be pretending.
No, he is a host. I think that guy's picked up on it.
Yes, he did
The
definitely.
security guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what he's there for.
Because there were 2 things that Bernard said that
Yeah.
made him go.
Yeah.
"Hmm."
There was
There was
like,
the one where he turned around and said that, I knew you 2 were quite
Quite
close.
close, yeah.
And Bernard's
But I was
response
like,
made it.
no, we weren't.
Don't know where you got that from. No.
Yeah. So I think he knows
Yeah,
that
definitely.
Bernard is, or he's suspicious.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And it was the other woman as well that disappeared that was on
We still
leave.
don't know where she is.
Well, there was that little flashback, wasn't there?
No, she's
Bernard
dead.
killing her.
Bernard killed her.
Did he?
Yeah, did you
It
miss
was-
that little bit? Because Bernard said to him,
Have I
said
only
to
ever
Ford,
done this once?
Is this the
Yeah.
first time I've ever done this? You
And
let me
Ford
do
said
this.
yes. And then it flashed to him murdering his that friend who
Oh, yeah.
murderising by strangling.
And it was
Notarizing.
because it was his response to her. Oh, she's probably just still on leave or something.
Yeah,
it
that-
made him
yeah.
sort of like,
Wait, how did that happen?
How did what happen?
Weren't they on the phone when she got taken?
Well, that's what I thought. Or no, she was leaving a message for him.
Yeah.
And it was made to look like she was calling.
Yeah,
Yes.
But it was quite weird that he was talking to the message then. He was like saying, I can't do it right now. And then put the phone down.
Yes, and then she tried to call him back, I think, and she couldn't get through.
And then she,
But then that
So
was,
they arranged to meet after that then, and he killed her then.
yeah.
Or they didn't arrange to meet. Ford just sent him. But it also kind of makes me think that Ford had something to do with this industrial espionage or whatever that's going on.
Maybe.
Corporate espionage.
Well, no, I think it was more a case of he was trying to stop it because he obviously knew what Bernard was doing and who he was talking to,
Yeah.
and worked out who it was that was doing the
Yeah, I don't
espionage.
How many episodes is this? Is it?
That was 8.
10.
So
Got
there's
2
2
left.
to
There's
go.
2 more. Ooh.
And he's going to get to the end of the 10th one, and
There's
you're
not
going to
gonna
go,
be any
God
answer."
damn it!
Yeah, every
You have to
time.
wait until next year.
Yeah, I
because
know.
there's definitely another series.
Yeah.
Now, one of the actors has already confirmed that they're in series 2. I deliberately not looked because I don't want to know.
No. Okay.
That's why I haven't posted it
Yeah.
on the group, because I don't want to know. I don't want to spoil it for myself.
No.
I'm enjoying trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
did you notice that one of them scenes with Maeve in the room, what's it called? Where they're working on the hosts?
Yeah.
In the behaviour department.
Yeah,
whatever it
like
is.
when, I think it's when she slices the guy's throat. With the music playing, subtly you can hear the original Gunslingers
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, they're gradually introducing that,
Yeah.
you know, bit to
I
her.
ju- I've-
thing. She's going to be the new gunslinger.
I've got
I
a
reckon.
feeling that is just it's just a treat for people who.
I don't know. I think
know
it means
that.
more than
No,
that.
it has relevance, but I think it's there just for people who would notice it, and it's there to say. Yeah,
Because Raven didn't pick up on it straight away.
Oh, really?
And I went, "Did you hear that?" And he's like, "What?"
What,
In
while
his
he's-
normal teenage way.
While he's
What?
reading the Watchmen in the corner.
No.
I really hope if they do a jump back to when it, like, in the past, it's all going to go wrong, isn't it?
Yeah.
I hope they jump to like the viewing thing and they've got tons of TVs or what's happening. But if you look in the bottom left hand corner, it's footage from the original movie going
Yeah,
on.
well, this is what they're
See,
saying.
That's all they had to, that's all they got to do, and I'll be happy.
Hmm.
Just a little Easter egg.
I think that those two guys, those two friends, I mean, they're obviously based on the two guys that in the movie, the two friends.
No, I wouldn't say obviously.
Well, the way
but
the way they were talking about what you can do in the park on their journey in.
yeah, there's parallels to
Yeah,
what.
I think
they've
that,
said.
that one of them is going to get killed. The park's going to go crazy. He's going to escape. They're going to get rid of it all, start again.
Oh, it's going to finish with him getting to the maze, isn't it? Or getting to the centre of the maze, and he's going to go, and it's just going to stop.
Did you notice the one of the guy that came up and started fighting with the Man in Black and Teddy,
Yeah.
dressed like a Minotaur?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, the first thing that went through my head was the knights who say, that's what it looked like. That's what he looked like, one of them.
No, it was Jason and not Jason the Argonauts. What was the other one? They reminded me of the one with the Minotaur that he fights.
Who fights the Minotaur?
It's in one of those old movies, not Jason the
like
Argonauts.
the Golden Fleece or something.
Yeah.
like that.
Sinbad.
No.
Sinbad
Clash of
fights
the
the Minotaur.
Titans, isn't it?
No, it's
Was it
Medusa.
Sinbad? Is it?
Sinbad fights the Minotaur.
Yeah. It just reminded me of that kind of era.
Yeah,
of
I
movies.
didn't even put that together, the fact that he looked like a Minotaur, until you just
That
said
was the
it.
first thing. As soon as I see him come out of the shadows, of course he's looking for a maze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must be the guardian of the maze.
In the original movie, those two went there to buy, didn't they?
No,
Why were they there?
just on holiday.
Just on holiday.
I swear they went there for a different reason.
No, it was just
I
on holiday.
think these two are here for a different reason. They're definitely here.
I think they're to buy it, and they're
Yeah.
from Delos,
Yeah.
and they're going to end up buying it.
Yeah.
All the family is.
I wonder if this is based around in the 50s. In the original movies, Westworld was owned by Delos, wasn't it?
Yes, it
Yes.
started off with
Yeah.
them being owners.
So, it might all go wrong after they leave.
Maybe.
It'd be interesting to find out though.
Maybe it'll be season 2 when everything goes kablooey.
It might, yeah.
And then, like, you see, like, hopefully, if it is a sequel, I hope they say, what can we put in there? And then they just go, oh yeah, send those lot in, and the Gunslingers in there, if they're doing it. And then season 2, they're like, you're going, yeah, it's all going to go wrong now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, that would just be, if you just see him walk past and you say, it's all gonna go wrong.
Or you just see in the background, you see someone shoot the gunslinger at the bar.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, oh, here we go.
Yeah, and then that's when it cuts out for season 2, and you're like, no.
Or the very end of season 1, you get to Roman world, no, medieval world.
Yeah, maybe. The only thing that I'm concerned about is this whole thing with the maze and him trying to find it, and you're not quite sure what's going on. It's very reminiscent of Lost.
Well, you
the
know,
first series
I mean,
of
I
Lost.
think he pretty much explained what the maze was, didn't he? It's an alternate game with
But
him.
I love the fact that we can all talk about it and we all want to discuss it and we all trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
And the only thing that worries me is they don't know. And they're literally just throwing all this random stuff out there and wondering what people come up with.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what happened with Lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I get more of an impression that there was definitely an end game for this,
I hope so.
and my concern would be that they've got it all mapped out. They know exactly what they're going to do for those 10 episodes, and it might get a second series, it might not, but they've got to wrap it all up at the end of
Just
of
in
this.
case it
And
doesn't.
Because just in case it doesn't, and then you end up with a lackluster series 2.
Yeah.
That's my concern, because there's lots of stuff on the internet. You know, we're all excited about what's coming up for the next episode and what we've seen on this last episode, and that's my concern, that you end up with a real lackluster series 2 because they haven't really thought about getting past series 1.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, we'll see next year.
Yeah.
We will.
Okay, this is what I think in my head I've just figured out what they should, the ending for this season, in my prediction. I believe,
What you think you want to happen or is going to
This is
happen?
what I want to happen. I believe that they'll show the gunslinger or something, and then Roman world and medieval world are already there. They just don't show them. And then what he's creating in the future is future world, because why would they
Maybe.
wait 30 years to build another one? Like if you had to go 30 years, you would already have those 2 worlds, and then you do future world.
You're basing that on it being linked to the film.
Yeah.
But if it's something completely separate,
like
it
completely
wouldn't
different.
make a lot of sense.
But if the movie is in it, that is how it will probably go.
Yeah, I mean they would have to mention all of that if the movie is linked to the TV series, but
I think they'll do a ton.
I think it would detract from the storyline if it's not linked to the movie itself.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right, moving on.
But anything can happen. So.
In the next half hour. Superman lives.
Does he?
He does.
You did.
Have you heard about this?
What they doing now?
The movie that was supposed to be made that never was?
No.
Yes.
Kevin Smith
Yeah.
No.
was supposed to do a Superman. He was hired to write a Superman movie.
Okay.
I'm sure we've
He
talked
was
about this
one
before.
of 3 writers. He was the first of 3 writers.
Yes, and he did the Superman film that he wanted to see, and the producer told him that he had to put in a giant spider.
Oh,
The
this
Fandagarian
stupid
snare
thing.
beast.
So you
So this
memorised that,
so
haven't you?
This is the one that turned into Wild Wild West.
Exactly.
Well,
Oh.
yeah, Wild
Yeah.
Wild West.
Was the same
Who had the
producer.
spider
The,
beast.
Yeah.
the budget for Superman Lives was put into Wild Wild West, and that ended up having a spider in it instead.
Because of the producer.
Strangely
A
enough.
mechanical spider beast.
So, Superman lives.
Question: would Superman in it go nuts because it was Nicolas Cage?
Maybe.
Like, would he go the kryptonite? That's like the beast, the giant beast.
The beast!
Oh,
beast.
don't. Oh,
So-
that was such.
You know what?
A waste
I've
of
never
everyone's
seen
energy.
that. I've never seen the Wicker Man remake.
What a waste of time.
So anyway, the reason why I brought it up is because there's a lot of fan interest online and they want to get it turned into an animated movie,
okay.
which I think would work.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like a what if.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And I think Kevin Smith is like, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
'Cause
Why not?
the DVD of that, The Death of Superman Lives,
Yeah.
came out a few months back.
Yeah.
didn't it? So there's been a lot of talk about it recently.
So it might happen, might not, but it might be quite cool.
Do you think they might do Batman Triumphant, the sequel to Batman Robin?
Why?
I just want to see it because
He just wants it. Raven just
I
wants
want
it.
it, therefore it should happen.
Yeah.
I'll phone them up,
it
shall I?
would
Yeah,
all,
they will register that.
They said what it was going to do, and it would cross over all the movies. Like they were going to get Jack Nicholson back.
Oh, really?
Like they put the Scarecrow in it, and they were going to do like a fear hallucination court, and they were going to get Danny DeVito as the Penguin, Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, Catwoman. They're just throwing them all in. And all the original actors. That was the plan. Then Batman Robin. So yeah, take that guy off.
Yeah, thank
just
God
reboot.
Batman and Robin didn't work. That's all I can say.
It might have worked alright. Anyway, right, what else? Ghost in the Shell.
Yes. Sorry.
Right, we spoke about this last week.
Yes. So you.
And we set homework for ourselves to watch Ghost in the Shell because we'd never seen it. You, Adam, you'd watched it.
Yeah.
I'd never seen it.
Yeah.
Raven hadn't seen it.
Yeah.
And Graham hasn't bothered to watch it.
No.
He's been busy reading X-Men X-Men 92.
X-Men 92.
Yeah. I'm playing, actually what he's been busy doing is playing Grand Theft Auto 5. Which I can't really say anything about because, all these times you give me homework and I'm just playing Battlefield 1.
At least he turns up.
I'm here, aren't I?
And you go, I've got a cold.
That was
Which
last-
actually means
that was
I'm
2 weeks
playing
ago.
Battlefield 1.
Actually, no, what it meant was I drank way too much last night and I'm hungover and I'm going home. Okay, so let's stop
Ghost in the Shell.
talking about me and my social life. Let's talk about
You've got a
Ghost in the
social
Shell.
life?
Well, yeah, sometimes. Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell.
What do you think?
It's alright.
Are you just doing that to annoy me?
No, I'm not. Alright, okay. It was very reminiscent of Akira, obviously, because it's an animated film and it's set in the not distant but near future in Japan.
Yeah.
It looked very Akira-y because that's what I've got to base it on.
Okay.
Right. The story was all right.
Yeah.
It did suffer a bit from them trying to get an awful lot of detail in.
Yes.
And they speak rather quickly.
Yes.
Just to get.
Did you watch it dubbed or?
Yeah, it was
subtitled?
dubbed.
Okay.
The
So
story was
the
good.
dubbing's actually really good on
It was pretty cool. Yeah. The story was good. I enjoyed it. It's very iconic.
Yes, it is.
I can see why it's got a fan base.
Yeah.
Because when it came out, there wouldn't have been anything else like it.
Like Kira.
Well, yeah, Akira was there, but it is a different story.
It is
It's more. This is more technical.
Yeah.
It's more espionage.
Yeah. It's much more of a thriller, like
Yes.
a detective thrillery kind of thing.
Yeah.
As opposed to just like sci-fi action.
Yeah. Big monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Akira. Yeah. So it was good. There was a few bits that I didn't like.
Okay.
And it only is me being picky.
No,
That's all it is.
That's...
There was a few bits in it where they were trying to portray emotion by getting the characters to like look off into the distance.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are we just watching this person? Yeah. Get on with the story.
Yeah.
The pacing didn't feel quite right.
No.
I get it. I understand why they did it.
It's funny. I was talking about this with Liam the other day, and talking about the way emotion is expressed in like older Japanese animation, like Akira, like Ghost of Shell, like other stuff, Perfect Blue. They were very insular, the Japanese, so their emotions were not very outgoing, and that's reflected, I think, in their animation.
Yes,
that's you get all these wistful looks off, or in a monologues talking about how they're feeling.
Even when you read manga, and you get a speech balloon, there's no words in it. It's just ...
Yeah.
Because they're just thinking.
But to us, it just seems like there's nothing going on.
Yes.
But to the Japanese people, it's a cultural thing. So maybe we miss something.
Maybe. Yeah. But apart from that, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I think it's brilliant. The soundtrack is awesome.
It was very good. It's worth watching. It's worth. I think it's worth watching before the new movie comes out.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm going to enjoy the movie more now that I've
seen that. Yeah.
The animation.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a few bits in the trailer for the live action which weren't in the animation. They've added bits.
I think from what I understand is that the live action Ghost in the Shell is a mixture of the movie and a standalone complex, which was the TV show.
Oh, okay.
And maybe a little bit of Ghost in the Shell 2.
Right.
That bit where they're all sat around in a circle and all plugged in.
Yeah.
That's from standalone complex. They're in a chat room. That is a virtual chat room. They're literally sat in a room, plugged in, talking to each other in a virtual room. Yeah, but
I don't know why I'm laughing. We all do that anyway.
No, but the thing is,
that sounds like tea break.
Yeah, but again,
I'm sat there and everybody's got their phones out.
Yeah. Again,
we do that, but everyone's talking to each other on their phones.
Yeah.
Sending messages.
Yeah. But then that is just it is just like a chat room now. They're there, but there are also people that are not there that are in the chat as well.
Sorry to stop you again.
Okay.
Why are we doing this in the same room? We could record this any time of the week.
Yeah.
And you could be sat at home, and he could be sat at home, and we could be sat at home.
Well, why are you telling me this now?
Well, I've only just thought of it.
Well, I have to be here.
Do you?
I do now.
Oh, yeah, you do now.
Because I'm doing stuff tonight here.
Do we have to be plugged in?
No, I just like plugging you in.
Oh, right.
Who are?
Yeah, I like it a lot. Again, like I
Who
said,
are?
they did the original it's all hand drawn and it's awesome. The whole section where they're following the garbage truck.
Yeah, that was
is
really good.
Amazing. The lighting as well.
Yeah.
The way he's turning the garbage truck round and the shadows and the light are following. It looks amazing. And they ruined it in Ghost in the Shell 2.0 by adding digital effect. I didn't like it.
Which I haven't watched, so I couldn't comment.
But yeah.
But that was good. Raven, what did you think?
I
You were bored,
I
weren't
was
you?
enjoying it.
He was enjoying it.
Yeah, I was really enjoying it. But when it got to the end, it was like, holy this is the end.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was like the middle of the movie.
No, it doesn't really do a lot.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, there's not a lot there.
No.
But
I like the way the gun sounded though.
oh yeah, they were good. They were really good. Like when he shot the gun,
Yeah.
and it actually forced him backwards.
Well, yeah, that's because he had high velocity ammo in a normal gun. They commented on
Yeah.
it. That he
That
must be
was good.
crazy because he's got this high explosive ammo, and that's why how it goes through how it makes the car explode.
Yeah, the armored cars.
Yeah, so that's
good.
that scene as well where the guy's running down the flooded street and she's following him. And it looks like that's going to be scene for scene in the movie because there's a fight scene where
in water.
he's fighting her and she's invisible and he's throwing her around and she's throwing him around and stuff, and it looks scene for scene. And I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Have they said how long the live action movie is going to take?
Well, if it includes bits from the others and the sequel, then it'll be longer.
It's going to be a Killing Joke all over again, isn't it?
No, it better not be.
No, I don't think it will be. I don't know what sort of storyline it's going to follow, but there was a storyline called The Laughing Man, and he was a hacker. Because everyone is plugged in, almost 99% of the population are plugged in, that you can hack their visuals. So he would walk around and he'd have it'd have like a circle with a smiling man on his face.
Oh, I've seen a picture of that.
Yeah, the Laughing Man. It could be something to do with that. It'd be quite fun to do that, I think.
All right.
But I don't know if that's what they'll do.
Okay, cool. Right, read of the week.
Yeah.
This week I
Something
decided.
I've never read.
I decided that we would read Judgement on Gotham,
Yeah.
which was the first Judge Dredd Batman crossover.
Which I've always frowned upon crossovers.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why I like comics.
I'm in two minds with crossovers.
Why?
Well, I think with crossovers, you've got to like both parts of it. So for you, Judge Dredd and Batman, you like Judge Dredd and Batman, so it works really well for you.
Yep.
There's been other crossovers that I've read which I liked because I quite like both sides of it, pointing
Yeah.
my fingers in the air.
Yeah.
But there have been others where I know nothing about the other characters. So there's been a few Marvel and Image crossovers. So you had...
and you didn't like them so much.
No, because I didn't know the characters,
Well,
so I didn't have a vested interest in the other characters.
It's a bit
so
like...
there was a book that I've got called Planet X, which is Star Trek Next Generation and X-Men.
Yes. Yeah,
And-
I've never read it. I never read it, but I knew it
and-
existed.
I've read that and I quite enjoyed it. But like I said, with the X-Men and who was it? Gen 13. Now I know nothing about Gen 13, so I'm reading it and I'm sort of enjoying it. But because I don't know anything about the other characters, you then have to go looking for information. Of course, when they came out, there wasn't as vast information that we've got now, through the internet. You had to go trawling
And find the issues.
try and find the issues or try and find information that somebody could impart on you. Oh yeah, these characters are this, that's the reason why they're doing that, etc.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes they can fall flat on the face.
It can
And
do
other
sometimes,
times they can be really, really good.
I think the problem is with a comic book of this size, because it's not exactly a big comic.
No,
No, it was
So
deliberately
it's
a one
It's a
shot.
one shot.
There's no room for any exposition, so there's no room for someone who like you who doesn't know which one of the characters
No.
to tell you about that character.
And that was the first exposure an awful lot of American readers had to Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
I think they do a pretty good job in introducing all the main elements.
Yeah.
But they just haven't got time to dwell on them.
No.
It's like straight into the next bit.
Yeah.
But when that came out, obviously when that was announced, I was very, very, very excited because obviously it was two characters that I really, really, really enjoyed reading.
Did you really like reading
I
them?
really,
Yeah,
really
okay.
enjoyed reading it.
Yeah.
So I was very excited, super excited. The only time that I got just as excited was probably reading Rebirth.
Oh, right.
It was that same, for me, it was that same, like, I never thought I'd see this, and now they're there.
Cool.
But it was written by John Wagner, Alan Grant, who were writing both characters at the time.
Yeah.
So they were the perfect choice
to
write them, because they knew them in inside and out.
Yeah.
And it was drawn by Simon Bisley, who was like a megastar at the time, and the whole package was...
He really was a megastar.
He really was.
Yeah.
So, it's my personal favourite. If I had to just pick one graphic novel or one story...
That would be it.
I'd have to pick that one. In fact, even if one day if I got a tattoo, it would probably be something like that.
Okay.
Or from there. Because it's... Personally, it's for me.
Yeah.
You know, it ticks all of the boxes. So, Graham, I'll go to you first. What did you think?
I enjoyed it. And there was one small thing that disappointed me.
Go on.
The size of it.
Yeah.
You want more?
It didn't... there were things that were going on in there, and there was no explanation.
Right, when they did it...
It was, like the transporting from Gotham to Mega City. Well, it's like, well, how did they do that? What's going on there?
Right.
Why is that happening?
Well, this is what I mean. Because of the size of it, there's not a lot of room for exposition.
It was really fast paced.
When it came out, it was just another throwaway Batman story. But the Judge Dredd one, because everything happens in the Judge Dredd timeline, it all happens. That he doesn't like... They don't do like older stories. So a year here is the same as a year there. So now Dredd is 75-ish. Right? So before that came out, on the Judge Dredd side of it, you had a massive story that they'd been building up and doing in the comics. And that was the conclusion to it.
Right.
Yeah? So, you had all of the Necropolis.
So this is the end of their fight with the Four Horsemen? With the
No.
judges.
What happened was, Dredd gets miffed with the justice system, takes a walk into Cursed Earth.
Yeah, of course.
The Dark Judges turn up, take over Mega City 1. Dredd then goes back from Cursed Earth and destroys the 4 Dark Judges.
3 out of 4 of them.
Right? Death goes to ground.
Yeah.
Where you then goes into Young Death, where Death is writing his memoirs, and you find out that his father was a dentist, and stupid stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then at the end of that, Young Death, that leads into that. So it's like one big, massive story. They did it just as a, let's see what would happen if we did this. And because it was so popular, that they then did another 3 parts, which was Vendetta on Gotham, The Ultimate Riddle, and Die Laughing. So Vendetta on Gotham is basically one big fist fight. And, okay, slightly spoilery, but you get to the end of that one and you find out why they keep meeting each other.
Right. And
then you get to the end of it, which is Die Laughing, and it's a massive story that they both go in on. But this whole thing, this whole big book that you can get now, the Batman Judge Dredd collection, was probably about 10 years, 12 years in the making. It took that long to do it. And it's all fully painted
When was
artwork.
this? This was 91.
Was it?
Yeah. The first, the Judgement on Gotham was 91.
But, I mean, it's really... I mean, look at that. You know,
Yeah.
it's all beautifully painted.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is great.
Oh, yeah, the Joker becomes the 5th Dark Judge. But it's... Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, you liked it, but there wasn't enough of it.
Yeah.
Adam, what do you think? 'Cause you've never read it.
I've never read it. I enjoyed it. But the thing that really made it for me is Bisley's art.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I love Bisley. And this was early Bisley as well. This is the stuff that made him a massive success, like, rapidly as well, wasn't he? He kind of came out of nowhere.
I think his art style suits Judge Dredd better than Batman.
It definitely suits Judge Dredd better than Batman.
I do like the Batmobile.
Yes.
That's my personal favourite Batmobile out of all of them.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. It's very... There was one panel that was all very Hellraiser-like, which is...
Well, he was doing the covers, wasn't he?
Yeah. It was this bit here where Judge Death is putting his hand in that mate's face.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's just like, all very... it's great. I love it. I enjoyed it. The story was good. I love their depiction of the Scarecrow. I thought it was great.
Yes.
Then he was just like a master poisoneer, and he was just interested in scaring people. That was it. That's all he wanted to do. Causing fear.
I did. Obviously, they get Batman and they stick him in the interrogation, and the judges basically just beat the crap out of him. Batman takes exception to it and goes, "This isn't justice," and
But
stands
he's
up
just like-
and
he
punches
just
Dredd
like,
in the
this is
face.
just-
Yeah,
I'm
that was
fed up.
really
You
good.
call this justice?
I'm fed up with this now. Just breaks his restraints and just smashes him in the
Yeah,
face.
but I do like the fact that they basically
But the way
just,
Bisley drew it,
subdue him.
the way Bisley draws it is you can just hits him really hard.
Yeah, but that is a homage to Dredd punching Judge Fear through the face,
Yeah.
or at the back of the helmet. But there's a page in here that Bisley tried to sneak through, and I'm trying to find it. All right, this page here, he screwed that page up.
Did he?
Yep, the mistake's still there. Can you see it?
Oh, Judge Dredd. No. Is it? Don't know.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Is it Judge Dredd's leg?
No. This page here, with him running,
Yeah.
the shoulder pads are the wrong way around.
Oh yeah. Look. Ah.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Bisley.
Yeah, exactly. I bet I won't be able to find it now. He drew a page that, and it was the first time that it had ever been done. I can't find it. I think they actually cut it out, but if you look online for it, you can find it. And he decided to draw Judge Dredd without his helmet.
It's
Yeah, I
definitely
don't
not in
think
there.
it's-
Oh, it's definitely not in here,
No.
but I don't know whether they got him to redo the page.
Ah, okay.
Or they just cut the page out completely. I think they cut it out completely. But you can find it online.
I don't want
It is about.
I don't want to see
And it was his interpretation of
Judge Dredd with
what he looked like.
Does he look like Sylvester Stallone?
No.
That's enough.
Funnily
that's,
enough.
that's enough.
That's
out of
enough.
That. That's enough out of you.
Actually, he looks a little bit like Accident Man did. But there you go.
What Sylvester Stallone does?
Yes.
Red Nail.
Shut up. Right, so you all enjoyed it?
Yeah.
You've read it before. It was one of the first things I got you to read.
I've read all of them. It was really annoying when he bloody told me. Like, he gave me the first one. He said, read that, and I read it. It was really cool. He said, oh yeah, the Joker's in the next one. So I went, okay, that'll be quite cool. Judge Death and the Joker. I get up, and it's Scarface, and I'm like, well, I don't see him. and he's like, nah, he's in the next one. And then I pick it up, and he's like, okay, this is the Riddler now. Damn it. And then I hit the next one up, and then it's in part 1.
That was 2 parts.
And then he says, wait for tomorrow.
That is just.
You're evil.
Oh, I forgot I'd done that.
parenting.
I like what you told me earlier with the ultimate riddle. It was quite close for comfort, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah, like they had to, like it was not supposed to be there originally.
No.
Yeah.
What happened was they did the first one, and that was really good. And then they did Vendetta on Gotham, which is basically a big punch-up between the two of them. That then sets up the last part, right?
Right.
They wrote the last part, which is Die Laughing, but because the artist, which was Glenn Fabry, was taking so long to paint it, they had to rush another one out, which is the Ultimate Riddle, which is basically an old Strontium Dog story that they just,
Yeah.
changed them over.
Yeah.
So they took out Johnny Alpha and Wolf and put in Batman and Judge Dredd. It's a good story, but it didn't quite fill in the gaps, because you get to the end of the second one, you're like, well, where's the payoff? And it's just not there. So Die Laughing took so long to draw that it ended up being part 4 as opposed to part 3.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I really like it, and the last part it's fantastic. Well, I like all of them.
Yeah, of course you do. It's Judge Dredd and it's Batman.
Yeah, and
It's like 2 of your favourite things.
I've actually got 3 copies of it.
Well done.
And that was the original one that I bought, which is signed by John Wagner and Al Grant.
No, but no Bisley.
Yet, but he's
Yeah.
going to be there in February.
Is he?
So this is the only one that I'm taking with me.
You're going to get that signed by
And I'm going to
Bisley.
get that signed by Bisley.
Good work.
Yeah, it'd
Right.
be very cool.
You'll be well pleased with that.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to
Get-
take home and I'm going
get,
to read it in my garden.
Get, what's his name to sign it?
Who?
Jonathan Ross.
I'm not going to get Jonathan Ross to sign that.
Why not?
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Next week's read.
Yep.
Graham and Raven have decided we are going to read The Punisher.
Yes.
Black and white.
Finally get my hands on a copy of The Punisher, black and white. I've been wanting to read this for a while, but I don't read
Oh,
stuff.
steady.
So
Right, okay, so we're going to read that one.
yeah.
Right, going quickly, what's coming in next week? We have Batman Annual number 1, Deadpool Back in Black number 4. That's going really quick.
Yeah. Yes.
All right,
It's like
Ghost
a steam
Rider number
train.
1. The Steam Train.
Yes.
Ghost Rider number 1. Justice League of America number 10. Mask Mobile Armored Strike Command.
Yes.
Number 1.
Yes.
Mobile Arms
Are you
Strike
getting that
Command.
one?
I am.
Was that a
And
zero?
you're not getting your hands on it, are you?
Was that a zero?
He's going to come in
No.
next week and read it first.
No, there was a big crossover in IDW where there was like ROM, Transformers, Mask.
Yeah.
And Lions!
And no, there was no lions in it. Called Revolution.
Yeah.
And so that's a limited series, and they all tie into that. And then out of that, there's some new series. That have
So
come
they
out.
just get all of these awesome titles together and just blow stuff up.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, Mask is one of my favourite things from when I was a kid. The cartoon, great. And
Yes, I
I've got
loved
all
it.
of the toys still because I'm a proper geek. It's got the best Venom. The baddies is the best acronym ever. Vicious Evil Network of Mayhem.
Oh, nice.
It's the best.
That's
ever.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
I thought it was Office Files.
What? Office Files?
Yes.
Doesn't even make sense.
Right, moving on. We have Star Wars Annual number 2 coming out.
Yeah.
And Suicide Squad number 7.
And that's it.
Well, there's a few more coming in. That's just like the highlights.
It's the off week then this week, is it?
Yeah.
I managed to read Suicide Squad 6 today as well. Which is
Are you
really
upset? You read it, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
good.
Thanks for
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting bit towards the end there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the next one should be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so that's pretty much it. Yes.
I think yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Positive?
I was playing a game this week. I was going to talk about it. It's a game called
Bleeder.
Everybody's Gone to Rapture. Did you ever see it or play it? It came out last year.
That is ringing a bell.
It's on PS Plus at the moment.
Oh, it's a PlayStation, is it? I
It's a
don't do
PlayStation exclusive. Oh, PlayStation and PC. There's no Xbox.
Really?
It's only just come out on the PC, I think, this year.
Okay.
It was really good. It got slated when it first came out because it was by a certain amount of people saying that it's just a walking simulator and it's not done very well.
Walking simulator.
It is basically a walking simulator. It's an interactive digital story basically. So
Right.
you interact with very little in the world. There are certain things you interact with, but you follow this ball of light around this picturesque village in like Somerset or wherever it was set. And there's a story develops around you and it's really good.
Right.
It's actually really, really good. I enjoyed it a lot. It's only about 5 hours of gameplay, maybe not.
I think
even
most
that.
of them are that now.
I mean, not even that, I don't think. But it's really, really well scored. The art direction and the sound direction is amazing.
Who published it?
The acting is great. It's a company. Can't remember what they're called now. I think they were just a group of fans that made mods for Half-Life 2 and stuff to
Oh,
begin with. Yeah, I can't remember.
But it's good.
Yeah, it's great. It's brilliant. I thought it won BAFTAs, BAFTA
okay.
awards and stuff when it first came out.
Cool.
But yeah, just thought I'd mention that. It was really good. If you get a chance, give it a go.
Right.
It's beautiful looking as well.
I'll have to buy a PlayStation first.
Go for
Yeah.
it. Cheap at the moment. Black Friday.
Well, I bought 2 TVs. I can't
Saturday.
afford it, can I? Right,
Yeah, but you
buy
saved
me,
money.
Buy me PlayStation.
Yeah, you saved.
Money.
You saved money.
I can't
You're
even
buying
buy it.
TVs by buying 2 of them. So,
I didn't want to. I had to.
No, did you?
One for each eye.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you're going to do 3D.
Yeah. Obviously.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So that's it.
Yeah.
We done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bye.